Yo, bro,
What's happening?
we're about to sell our Travis Scott shoes, bro. That's all I'm gonna say after this week.
Shit.
Hey, welcome back to the Shoot Up Podcast, episode 168, where me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. Please do check out Lovekickscustom. That's myself on YouTube, Instagram, and all the social platforms. And also, please do check out 808 Kicks _ATL on all the channels as well. YouTube, you're not on TikTok, YouTube and Instagram. And do check out the Shoot Up Podcast as well, guys. Come and check us out. Thank you for all the love and support you're giving us. But bro, what we here to do this week, bro?
Same thing we do every week, TJ. Try to take over the world.
Hey,
and this week we got a bunch of surprises, man.
Yeah. Bunch of surprises. Oh, but by the way, it's very hot in here. Can you hear the fan at all?
No.
Good. That's good. It's boiling in this room. I got my t-shirt on. I got my Ice Cube t-shirt on, bro, today. And it's boiling. It's boiling.
Hold on.
Ice Cube. Look at that. Ice Cube t-shirt on today, bro.
We on cold today too, because both of us got on light blue t-shirts.
Yeah, that was never. We don't.
No. I manifested it, bro. No cap. I was thinking about it this week because I've been getting clapped at work. Like, listen, management is not for the faint of heart. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Mm-hmm. So I've been getting clapped at work. TJ know this. I ain't got no excuses. You know what I'm saying? But I be so mentally drained, bro. I don't even feel like opening Instagram half the time. So I ain't been posting no clips, right?
Yeah. So except for today.
Yeah, I forced myself to do that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. So and it was a good one too. Like you told me it was some. Anyway, let's stay behind the fourth wall at least a little bit. But no, I've been getting clapped at work, so. It's like, bro, I barely want to do anything. I ain't even want to do no reviews. And I've been getting some great cops. I ain't did no reviews. Mm-hmm. I don't be want to do nothing when I get home. And so I ain't did no clips, but when you posted the thumbnail from last week's episode, it kind of, got me going a little bit. And I started thinking about the pod in general. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I thought about the times where I noticed that we was wearing the same colors. And here we go. The very next episode, we wearing the same colors.
Yo, you know what? I've been wearing baby blue quite a bit. You know that I've been wearing baby blue quite a bit for recently. I've got a sweater in baby blue, got a hoodie in baby blue. This top is like light baby blue as well. It just forced me to wear those Hyper Roll ones. You know, the turbo green variation of the Hyper Rolls turbo ones. I've been wearing them a bit more. I'll be running through them a bit more, which is good. That's a brilliant sneaker to be wearing. But yes, I see Cam. We're recording on Friday. I see Cam on Saturday, bro. I see Cam tomorrow. I'm gonna link up with him in the morning. Try and get the actual the actual Bel Air 5s, and I'm gonna take him around through most of the spots. Most of the sneaker
Cam
spots
is in London.
Well. Yes, Cam's in London, bro.
Wow.
So I'm gonna do a Cam link up in London, bro.
That what's up? Shout out to Cam.
Yeah. The great Gandalf is coming to London, so we're gonna chill it for the day, mostly the day. So the plan is to meet him at 10, or just before 10, pick up the actual Bel Air 5. See if he wants to pick up the Bel Air 5s. I'll go pick up the Bel Air 5s for E as well. So that's gonna be me trying to get that as well. And on top of that, I'm gonna take him to all the places. I'm talking Offspring for once for sure. Nighttown. Then go to Size. Might go to Foot Patrol. Might go to Ain Clothing. might circle back, maybe get something to eat, and then go straight over to like King's Cross and show him like Carhartt. Show him Offspring in King's Cross as well, because that's their head office, and then go to Uniqlo in King's Cross as well, which is massive as well, which is gonna be great. He's gonna enjoy himself.
Damn, y'all need to call me before y'all go to Uniqlo.
Yeah, we are. I will message. I'll call you before we go to Uniqlo.
Because Cam is coming back here, and t-shirts don't weigh that much. So.
I'll let him know. I will let him know.
It's only certain ones that I'm looking for that you know they might have in stock in the store that they don't have online.
Oh no. You're not going for the Labubus, are you?
What?
Uniqlo's got a Labubu collaboration.
Man, you don't. Boy, how long we done been? 6 minutes. You lucky. I can't cuss you out right now because I really want to cuss you out.
Yo, nobody. No, I'll be honest. That's a whole hype thing. I personally call them the bum bums. You see what I'm saying?
TJ, you know I know your whole name.
Yeah.
You gonna keep on. I'm gonna say your whole name on air. I'm trying not to do it. Talk about, am I going for a little bit? What?
No.
I didn't even know what that was till you told me about it.
I know, and I told you a couple of weeks back. You were like, "What?"
And now, we seeing videos about whole sneaker resale stores that then flip their whole inventory to some damn little boo-boo. Man, if y'all don't get up out of here over that, man. What? Is that what it is? That who we doing?
I think, was it Supreme or I don't keep up with that, but they sold a what is it? Might be a Supreme. No, it can't be Supreme. They sold, one of the Labubus sold for like 31 grand. I'm like, what? Like,
for really what?
31 grand, bro.
That's a...
Yes, bro. Yes.
Do you know what I could buy? Do you know what I could buy for $30,000?
A lot of things, bro.
I could build a decent looking old school for $30,000. Let me see. I could pay a bunch of years off my mortgage for $30,000. I could put my niece through. I could pay a lot of my niece's college. She at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech expensive. Let me see what else I could do for $30,000. I can build a room on my house for $30,000. Like what we talking about? $30,000 for a what?
Yes.
A dog, a stuffed animal.
Oh, sorry. I got two companies wrong. I just looked it up. It's Sakai. That's it. The 17 Labubu.
Sakai.
Yeah.
Stuffed animal. What does it do?
Stares at you, bro. I'll call it the demon doll, bro. There was only 14. There was only 14 of them. 13 were styled in beige Sakai and the Carhartt onesie as well.
It's a double doll or something? Like Sakai always double and triple and stuff.
Sakai, it's the clothing. They have clothing, designer clothing for these Labubus as well, bro. I'm not kidding you, bro. I'm not kidding you, bro. I promise you. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Let's move on swiftly before we get a lot of hate for these Labubus.
I don't give up. Am I supposed to? Hold on. For real. Let's be for real.
Yeah.
From sneakerhead to sneakerhead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to feel some kind of way about not understanding why somebody would pay $30,000 for a stuffed animal as a sneakerhead.
No.
I can shame whoever the hell I want to shame. as a sneakerhead,
Yeah, true.
people
We
gonna
get
say,
all the time.
bruh, and it ain't gonna never ever stop, ever. Especially in times like now when it's down. We get shame from people who used to be resellers. I was telling Rick, shout out to Retro Rick. I said, bruh, because me and him, we had these conversations all the time. Because
Yeah.
he's a quote unquote reseller. He would have a problem with anybody calling him a flat out reseller. I let him tell that story. But from the outside looking in, he understands why. So I can say this. You know what I'm saying? But as my friend, I can say this. I don't like nobody else say nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't cool, if he don't rock with you, you can't say nothing. So I'm like, bro, and correct me if I'm wrong. At this point in the sneaker culture, especially coming off of the pandemic years, people use resale like an accessory. It's like a chick putting on earrings or a dude putting on a watch.
Yeah.
Like people ain't running around claiming it like they used to. Like people had jobs, but they claimed reseller during the pandemic. Like they did.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know they had a job unless you saw them in their work uniform. Because all they talked about was the sneakers they had and the sneakers they was gonna get and what they charging and how many customers they and blah blah blah. People was neglecting their full-time job to focus on resale because it was so lucrative at the time, right? Now, since it ain't so lucrative or as lucrative like it was then, people take it on and off. It's like a hat.
Yeah. By the way, this is a great segue into this podcast, to be honest, because if you see what happened this week, which we'll go into the quick strikes later on, but if you see what happened this week, this is a prime example of why your hobbies should never be a main money maker. Like, just let's be honest. Let's really be honest. Reselling is, I would classify more as a hobby than a full-time job, unless you got the right connections, unless you're like got the right people, the right celebrities that are always on the case for sneakers. It's more of a hobby. Like you should really watch how you move, especially with this Labubu trend as well. You need to be really careful, like what you're doing with this situation, because any moment the switch could get turned off, right? And then you're left with a whole load of supply that nobody wants.
Bro, I do. Excuse me. I do the pops, right? Yeah. You keep saying the name. I don't even want to say the name of the thing.
Yeah.
That's a crazy name for something that people is going crazy for like that. Anyway, I do the pops. When the pop market crashed, stores went out of business.
Yeah.
Literally. There was a store that I went to once, and I managed to get a few things that I was looking for, and the prices weren't crazy. They were pretty much average, like internet resale prices for pops. Only certain ones carry crazy value. Like you ain't searching the average pop and finding it for $100. There was only certain pops that would even go over $60 or $70, right? But because they $9, $10, $12 a piece retail, people would take that risk on buying a bunch of them and selling them for a $5 or $10 markup, right? People do that with sneakers. So why not do it with something so much smaller and easier to handle, right? And plus, the inventory is easier to manage because you can have more of the things in the same amount of space, right? So I actually saw a store that was primarily based on selling pops aftermarket pops have to close their doors because all of a sudden pops don't go for the high resale no more. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a $10, $15 markup, now it's only a $2 markup. You can't maintain a business with that.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. And Brick, we always say this. We've been saying this pre-COVID. We've been saying this post-COVID. We've been saying this during COVID. It's only a matter of time since the market deflates to where it's supposed to be, and all of these bricks and mortar shops that we're seeing will start to disappear because it's not maintainable. Bricks and mortar shops, what people don't realize is one of the key attributes is you get the sneaker there and then. One of the key attributes to that is the sneaker prices are overly inflated, and what comes with that inflation is the rent, the staff costs, the management of the business. All of that comes into the actual whole concept of that sneaker being that price. When people look at that, people walk out because they can get stuff from other resale platforms online which are cheaper, and they just have to be patient. This is why bricks and mortar shops, especially with resale, are never maintainable. They're never maintainable, and this is why they have to switch with the trend. So all the sneaker shops that you mentioned were doing sneakers are now going to get this stuff dull, and then they'll move on to something else when the hype goes to that actual point. See what I'm saying? These consignment shops need to deal with the resellers that are moving the way they're moving for this product that's trending.
Right, because it's not a sneaker shop no more.
Nah.
Now it's just
you might as well call yourself
like
a
you
resale
said,
shop.
a consignment shop. Yeah.
Yeah. Just call it a consignment shop or a resale store.
That most of the time the stores, I feel like the stores who deal more in fashion when it comes to resale end up coming out better because for one, they take secondhand stuff.
Yeah.
And two, fashion moves quicker. One moves quicker than sneakers. And fashion is more elevated than sneakers in general. Like, it's way more levels to fashion than it is to sneakers when we're talking about the culture of it.
The best business idea for if you want to get into fashion consignment is to have fashion consignment that you can actually kind of lease and rent. So if you got varsity jackets, you got vintage clothing, you can sell that, consign that, lease that, rent that. That's the way to go, because if fashion keeps moving like that, people that have been wearing stuff like that or lease stuff like that will want to give that stuff back and get upscaled to the new fashion trend. That's the way you make money, bro. And that's the way that businesses should kind of lease it. You can't just stick to one consignment store because it's not going to work anymore. It doesn't work. We know it's not going to work.
Oh no, that's a lot. That's a lot to think about.
That's a lot.
You got to be in it. I ain't in it. I ain't in it. That
Exactly.
far.
Exactly. You got to be really in it, and if you're in it like that,
Nah, I can't even really
exactly.
begin to think about the logistics of doing that. Once I really start trying to think about it for real, it's like, oh hell no, stay away. Back up, back away from the problems.
It's bro, but if you want to be in it to win it, you have to be innovative. You have to be really like on ball and on game, because at this moment in time, there's a lot of consignment stores out there. There's a lot of areas of people where people want to kind of sell this stuff. There's online. You have to be unique, bro. You can't just be a brick and mortar consignment shop anymore. And on the back of that, you don't even need to run this store like in as a brick and mortar store. You can run this online. The concept of, when we started getting the WWW, which was the World Wide Web, everybody's like, everybody's going to be doing shopping online and there's not going to be no stores anymore. Well, if you really peep it at this moment in time, that is true for resellers. That's true for consignments. That's not true for the popular brand shops that we go to. This is true for secondary resale and consignment stores. It's not viable to do that as a brick and mortar store, bro.
I don't think it'll ever get to the point where we don't have physical shopping experiences.
No. You still have all the boutiques.
Not everyone is cool with buying stuff sight unseen. Like, a lot of people, new and old people, have to see what they're spending their money on before they spend it. And in a lot of cases, I understand. Like, I could never do Carvana, bro. I don't. I'm not giving you my money for a vehicle
Yeah.
that I've never seen or driven. Granted,
Yeah.
it's probably a situation where there's a testing phase involved with the whole thing because they might be shipping you a car from 8 hours away driving and it's coming on a flatbed. You know what I'm saying? Like they delivering cars to people like it's DoorDash or something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no burger or no chicken. It's a car. For a lot of people on the planet, a vehicle is one of the biggest responsibilities that you have in your daily life. There's your house and there's your transportation. Whether you're on public transportation or personal transportation, transportation is probably the second most important thing in your life when it comes to your day-to-day operations as a human. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a bike, whether you're walking, a car, public transportation, you got to have your situations in order. I'm not finna buy no car that I ain't seen with my own eyes and touched and been in and drove myself. That's crazy to me. But
it's crazy.
That's the internet.
Yeah.
People out here getting married. People out here proposing to each other. Proposing and making marital agreements online, sight unseen.
I can't do that, bro.
Others can and do. Right now, somebody is planning to propose to a person that they never seen with their own eyes.
Do you think
naked eyes now? I ain't talking about internet eyes.
Yeah. Do you think that's the main reason why we get more rates of divorce?
No, people stupid. I tell you what.
Hey.
People are stupid, and also traditions are dying.
Oh yeah. Traditions are definitely dying. Definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah. While we talking about 2025, that's pretty apparent nowadays to me. Like, as a married man, there are certain traditions of marriage that me and my wife don't subscribe to, that we were raised to believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing across the board, bro. Like, that's why the world's so different. You know, all these stigmas and traditions are being broken. People going beyond the realm of old thought.
Yeah.
It's new thought now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't caring about stuff that people cared about before.
Yeah, I think sometimes, like, it's in the value of what's tradition. Like, if tradition forsakes you from doing something, then I would say, why? Like, I'll be honest. You know I'm Sikh, right? You know I'm Indian Sikh, right? And our tradition is always to. I'm a person. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a person that really values my family, but I always question and push the reason why we have certain traditions. I don't believe in certain traditions. Like, you should be married within your religion or within your caste or your community. I see digression with that. I see regression with that. I don't believe that to be true personally. This is why my missus is Catholic, half white, half St. Lucian. I don't believe that you should limit your you limit your boundaries just because of what you've been told, because how else would you integrate into different cultures and teach people about your culture within those cultures and to be more diverse if you don't do that? See what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to the man when he's telling the truth.
This is the reason why. This is a bit of my background, and I don't like talking about my background, but you guys are gonna know a little bit about my background. This is the reason why I stepped away from my family for maybe 19 years ago. This is the reason why I moved west. This is the reason why I didn't talk to my dad for like a good 5-6 years. If you guys pretty much don't know me or what's happened in the background, but the person I am today and the person I always will be in the future, who believes in diversity, who believes in equality, who always goes and questions reasons to why, and this is why I always deep dive and always investigate, and I'm always strategic with it, is because I don't believe there should be limitations when it comes to humanity. And my epicenter of all my beliefs goes down to, when we're gone, we're all humans and we elevate to a different plane. That's what I believe truly. And we're all humans at the end of the day, and why do we have persecution? That's my whole belief. So when it comes down to people, I'm in it for all the people, all the time, 100%.
Man, you better hit several buttons. Hit some of them damn buttons. Cooking good gumbo for y'all folks, man. Listen and understand. You hear me? Comprehension is key to knowledge. All right? You have to understand, comprehend, understand to know what you're talking about. What you saying, bro?
I truthfully and honestly, I don't see color. I don't see the color of somebody's skin. Yeah, I see it, and understand it.
Don't matter, though.
But I don't recognize it as a difference. You know what I'm saying? So bro, me and you are equal. There's no misunderstanding.
It's the words. It's always the words with you.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like it's not, the differences are minute.
Yeah.
If you will. That's my take on it. Like,
yeah.
I recognize all the differences. I see the differences. I know some of them, and I aspire to learn more of them. That way, the similarities become clearer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
How many things outside of culturally? Because obviously you got your culture, I've got my culture, Mrs. got her culture, and we all integrating and learning, which is great. But how many times have we sat down and had a conversation and we both like, damn, that's similar? Many times, bro.
Well, see, me and you are similar people. First of all, like that's why we even able to sit here and do this. Mm-hmm. We found out early a lot of similarities. That's most of the time how friendships are built, out of necessity or similarity. There was a little bit of necessity because I was trying to get the sneaker and you had access to it. And we had a mutual acquaintance. So shout out to Mr. V. Always shout out to Mr. V.
Yeah.
But I find that differences sometimes even create the bond.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people see something that they don't have and they move towards it versus away from it.
You know what I find about differences? It's how open you are to your differences, to learn. If you're closed off with your differences, then you become more argumentative than to be on the verge, on the learning side. Because like if there's a difference between me and you, I want to learn I want to educate myself and I want to understand, and
See.
that's the difference. That's the main
See.
difference. If I'm objective and I'm like, no, your differences don't matter, then that's obtrusive.
No. Objective is the right way to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Subjective is the wrong way to be, because when you objective, you know that you don't know,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay. So then once you know you don't know, that's where your personality and your beliefs and all that come in at. Because do you lay on your beliefs or do you go towards knowledge? Because a bigot, in whatever way, because a bigot is a general term, right? A bigot is normally applied to a certain thing, but in general, a bigoted person is going to go away or attack the opposite perspective. Whereas somebody who may be biased or prejudiced, if you insert a little bit of objectivity and actually listen, you might learn something and feel different about your views. So, a lot of things, most things in this world are taught. Only certain things are innate. Breathing.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got to teach you how to breathe. You know what I'm saying? You born
function.
You born doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no hell. I don't think anybody have to necessarily teach you how to walk. You'll figure it out eventually because you're gonna see too many bigger people doing it, and you're gonna be
mimic.
exactly. Same thing with language. You be around the language long enough, you're gonna start learning it. So you know, outside of that stuff, bro, like learn behavior in your household, in your community, in your city, in your state, in your country. That's what make up all the differences.
Yeah.
And there'd be a whole bunch of them, and each one of the things that could possibly create a difference is got sub differences that intertwine with the other differences and create this effect where it's like I don't even, because most people don't even want to start the process how somebody else can live outside of how they live, how they were raised.
Yeah.
Most people couldn't sit here for like we've been doing this for years, bro. We to the point where we know each other.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't take the time to get to know a Sikh Indian dude from London. Most Americans ain't got time to try to understand the difference in the language, the difference in the words, the difference between hood and bonnet. It's the same thing. I don't give a damn why you say bonnet versus hood. I know it's the same thing now. So it don't matter no more. It's still a car.
Yeah.
Everybody got cars. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking this. You know what? This is this is the best analogy I came to in my life. We all believe the same thing. We all talk the same language. It's just taught differently. It's just learnt differently. Then that's the major difference in life, and that's one thing I learned in early in life, and leaving my family made me into the person I am today. It made me into a stronger person. I would say everything I've done till this day is off my own back, and I'm happy. I have to say I'm happy with that.
It's tough trying to expand culturally when you come from a place of being boxed in, for lack of a better term.
Oh yeah. That's the feeling I had when I was younger, growing up, feeling boxed in. That claustrophobia of culture is where I wanted to escape from. That's the true. That's my true element. I don't think nobody can really box me in. Unfortunately, that's what I've learned from about myself. I will always do something. Reach out. I would always try and never be pigeonholed. That's to my detriment, bro. sometimes.
crazy part is since you done opened all the way up on the part, which I never expected you to do. I feel like I know you better than probably some of your family do.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy. I know that a lot of the values that they instilled in you, you still hold.
Oh,
You just
massively.
You just not inclusive with it.
No.
Or you're not exclusive with it. You're inclusive with it.
Yeah, I hold the values. That, you know what? I've sieved through a lot of knowledge and a lot of information that my family's given me over the years, and I've come to I literally came to a point where I would retain the most important information. Yo, bro, if you know Sikh people, we're supposed to be wearing turbans. We're not supposed to cut our hair. One thing I've kept: I don't wear a turban. But I do not cut my hair. That's one thing I've kept. That's
you always cover your forehead though.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. But that's a sign. That's a sacred sign to me because, like, for me, I've still got my baby here. Like, see what I'm saying? That's my pride I hold to my religion. But the confinement of a turban is something I just don't feel like, going towards. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, man. I think it would be dope if you had 5 turbans, different colors, different materials.
But imagine one day, bro.
Imagine if you had a blue suede turban to go with the UNC or the Travis Scott Falls.
Yo. That'd be dope. You know what? You might be giving me my ideas. That'd be dope. My missus does like me seeing in a turban though.
This man got a green, olive green suede turban to go with the Travis Sixes. What is going on here?
Yo, talking. Like, let's go. Let's rewind to the back. Let's rewind
this
to
man
where we
got
started.
A white leather turban to go with white cement falls.
Never you know.
White leather turban. My bad. I went too far.
No. You went just enough. That's all I say. But by the way, talking about Travis, right? So this week, and I said at the start, it might be time we sell our Travis Scott sneakers. The reason why I said that is if you've been following the music front, and let's talk a little bit about music. Let's talk about 5 minutes about music before we move on to the main topics. First of all, right, Pusha T came out and said on his third verse on "So Be It," and so, by the way, Pharrell killed that beat. You
ain't even do it right.
Fire.
You ain't even do it right. The Clips dropped a single.
The Clips dropped a single
from their new album that's coming. I forget the release date of the album, but it's coming real soon.
11th of July. 11th of July, bro. Just before I go and see Kendrick. 11th of July.
So they dropped a single called "So Be It," and Pharrell produced the whole album. So yeah. It's Pharrell and the Clips. So that's all. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
So the album, if you guys are wondering, is called Let God Sort 'Em Out, right? Second song that's been released from that album as a build up to the album. So Be It. First song kind of took shots at Kanye. This song took shots at Travis.
Wait, it wasn't no kind of
direct shots at Travis Scott, right?
Kanye direct shots at Kanye too.
Yeah, direct shots at Kanye.
Pusha T not playing with no. Come on, bro. You got to give Pusha his justice now. Pusha T ain't playing with no. Pusha T don't mix words. He say his words the way he want to say his words.
Yo, bro. He in that song. He literally said, and you know what? He said what he said in his song. Go and check that out, guys. the interview for that song came out directly after that, and I agree. You know, Pusha T, there's no clout chasing there. Pusha T is standing on business. He's backing Pharrell. He's backing his friend. If you don't know the history between Pharrell and Pusha T and the clips, go and check that out, because there's deep meaning behind that. I must say, a lot of people be on Pharrell's neck for the past years. Yo, bro, the clips are saying it like it is. And let's just say, he basically called Travis a WHORE. He basically called Travis a clown. He's for the fact that on the interview, Travis said, Pusha said Travis is basically playing neutral on both sides, and he came in the studio, played that meltdown tune on Utopia that had Drake's diss on it, and excluded a verse. He did with that when Metro Boomin was on stage saying, play that beat, bro, playing neutral gets you this. That's all I'm saying, because you're either playing for the moment or you're trending, and yo, bro, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. And Push said it like it was, and I'm thankful for what he said, bro. He's opening up cases on all the people that have been saying stuff.
In case y'all didn't know, Pusha T is with all the smoke.
Yep. Why do you think the album's called? Yo, why do you think the album is called Let God sort them out?
He paid over $1 million to get out of his album deal, so he wouldn't have to change none of the music.
Yep.
If that don't tell y'all who Pusha T is, I don't know what y'all ain't. If we have to do any further explanation on Pusha T, the clips, or Pharrell, we'll need to talk to y'all no more, because y'all don't like hip hop music. So,
exactly. You know the funny thing is, I know there's a Jim Jones diss in there as well. And by the way, Jim Jones, you're corny. You're corny. I'm calling you out. You're corny for saying what you said about Nas.
Hold on. You can't call him corny. You cannot. Jim Jones got hits.
Yeah.
Jim Jones has gotten better every album. Don't let the nostalgia deflect from what he was saying, and the fact that Jadakiss, even though they were trying to fight for Nas, I get what Fat Joe and Jadakiss were trying to do, but you speaking on standing on business, Jim Jones stood on what he was saying. And as a rapper, I agree with him 1,000%. Jadakiss did also. I don't have a dog in the fight, right? However, Jim Jones is a certified hit maker.
Okay.
Like he said, you can pull up the stats. I chose not to, because again, I don't have a dog in the fight. But these two New York rappers doing what New York rappers do. If you want to side with Nas and call him corny, cool. That's taking a side. I don't have a dog in the fight. So I just, as a neutral party, listening to what he said, and Jadakiss, who also, if you put his name with those two guys, would have an argument. Also, with Fat Joe, like, these are a bunch of rappers sitting up here talking about another rapper who ain't there, who came out before all of them. So I wouldn't want to hear that neither if I was Jim Jones. Don't compare me, bruh. What you talking about? What Nas song still playing in the club right now?
You're right.
I tell you what do play in the club right now. Bowling. So what?
Yeah.
That's
No.
that's the perspective that Jim is speaking from. Nas ain't got no songs that's playing in the club right now, brother. He don't. If he do, it's on Nas night or throwback night or Nas birthday or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, from a hit maker's point of view, I can understand it. From a impact point of view, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
Sure. When most Diplomats fans give Jim Jones credit for the Diplomat swag, along with other people who were close to Diplomats, that's also an argument.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that Jim Jones was executive producing Diplomats at the time, and reportedly encouraged the relationship with Lil Wayne and Cash Money, Young Money at the time. Yeah, like don't get it twisted. The Diplomats in New York.
Yeah, no. I was rocking with Diplomats.
I'm just saying. Jim Jones got his stats too.
Yeah, 100% agree. He started like for him starting on business about record hit songs. That's fine. I rock with Diplomats. I Jules Santana, Cameron, Jim Jones. I rock with them. I listen to them. I still got songs and my albums in my iTunes with them. All of that stuff. Right? They're legendary.
Their first Diplomats album, boy.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. Crook music is one of my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you though, Nas's impact for I didn't like that. I didn't like that whole argument because you both are great.
So what's not to like?
I just found that whole argument corny.
So you like Jordan over LeBron?
Yeah.
Got it.
So
that's it. That's it. Nah, that's it. You because it's the opposite of recency bias, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because of the time, especially with hip hop. Well, hell, with sports too, basketball in particular. But it's the difference in the time. Like when Nas came out and did what he did to where Diplomats and then Jim Jones, the times are so different that it's almost bear with me. It's almost incalculable. Mm-hmm. That's a good word. See? Got him. Incalculable. There you talk about. On the tequila. Incalculable. I done said it 3 times straight on the tequila. I don't even know if it's a real word. It is now.
But yeah, it's now part of the podcast. To me, I grew up on listening to Illmatic, Stillmatic. I grew up listening to that, and I wholeheartedly I was part of the whole beef with like when Ether dropped, when Takeover dropped with Jay-Z and Nas, all that stuff. When he come out with I remember all of that so vividly, and I remember Diplomats, and I remember Cameron, I remember Killer Cam, and I remember all of that stuff, bro. I just find it right this moment in time really corny when people are digging up and throwing shots at artists at each other when they should be celebrating each other in their current state. And it's almost like bringing.
He got asked a question about a comparison on a podcast.
Yeah.
And he gave his opinion.
Okay.
So, ain't nobody really to be mad at. It was a barbershop opinion that made it to one of the parties who was being debated. And he gave his opinion, and he chose himself. That's what he's supposed to do. It's hip hop. This is hip hop, bro. You don't choose nobody over yourself.
Yeah.
In hip hop, ever.
Yeah. But
even if you know you'll get smoked, you don't choose nobody else over yourself. No. You can decline, But you don't choose nobody over yourself.
No. By the way,
Hell no, it's a hip hop, bro. This about me being better than you. That's what hip hop is. I do this thing better than you. Rapping, DJing, talking shit, breakdancing, or drawing. I do these 5 things better than you. That's what hip hop is.
Yeah.
Or we do it together, and we do it better than them.
But, yeah, exactly. But the Jadakiss and the Locks are fire. Absolute fire as well. Guys, shout out to all the old like legendary artists from like the 90s, 2000s.
Speaking of legacy artists, I went to the Braves game Wednesday with the bros. Shout out to Hefe, shout out to 99, shout out to Rich. And we ended up rubbing elbows with Pastor Troy.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, the pastor was cool, man. Him and his partner, they was at the game. They was moving around. It was Usher bobblehead night, and people go. Speaking of resale, people go crazy for these exclusive bobbleheads.
Bobbleheads,
But it was a problem. People was at the game just to get the bobblehead. They didn't give a damn about baseball. But and Usher he dropped merch but it got the Ursh on it. You know his logo with the U in the circle. I call it the Ursh. Like all the hats had the Ursh on it. The shirt had the Ursh. The jacket. It's all this stuff. I don't want no Ursh on my merch. But we Troy was walking through. We was kicking it. We had a little table. Troy was kicking it. He came through. We dapped up. Had a couple words. Little words of appreciation for him. And he ended up pulling up at the table next to us that just so happened to be open, which don't really happen too often. And then we end up sitting there for probably the next 30, 40 minutes at the table next to Pastor Troy, literally rubbing elbows at the Braves game. So shout out to Atlanta being Atlanta, where you can go anywhere and end up standing next to a celebrity.
Yeah, but by the way, guys, just to recap on the Pusha T album, that like I must say, that all 15 other songs I've released and they've got shots to somebody. That's
the Clips album.
Clips album, yeah. Let God
Pusha T album, the Clips album.
The Clips
and
album.
By the way, No Malice is arguably rapping better than Push.
Yeah, he is.
In my opinion, Push's voice is stronger than his brother's.
Yeah.
So it sounds different. Yeah, but when you listen to No Malice with the bars, and especially he did the on So Be It, he did the bar about his name.
Yeah.
Where he flipped the No Malice. Yeah, he going crazy. Yeah. Shout out to them boys, man.
Shout out to the boys. The Clips album, Let God Sort Them Out, 11th of July. I'm waiting on that. I heard there's a Jay-Z feature on that. I heard there's a Kendrick, or there's definitely a Kendrick feature on that. That's why they moved. But yeah, 11th of July. 11th of July.
Speaking of features too, you see Wayne is making alterations to his album. He changed the beat on one of the songs. I'm still not gonna go listen to it, but I did hear the song he got with Lil Baby and Future. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard,
bro. The whole mix up of that album is trash. Like I'm glad they're swapping the beats.
It's the beats, bro.
It's the beats.
It's the beats. Them beats horrible.
I've listened to it. I stopped it at song. I haven't listened to the last 5 songs because it was getting really.
It's okay. Yeah. No. It's okay, bro. You don't have to listen to it. It's okay.
I must say, there's some fire songs in there. There's some fire punchlines in there, but there's a lot.
It's a little Wayne.
The lack of. there's a lack. And some songs there's a lack of substance because it does say some stuff that doesn't make sense, and you're like, why did you say that? But let's just see how if he switches the beats around, if it makes a difference. I'm gonna say hopefully it does because I like Lil Wayne. If I'm honest, his music, not anything else, but his music. And what I was not gonna mention this because you mentioned Lil Wayne. I walked before we started the pod. I walked in the front room and I was like, my missus looking at reactions on Lil Wayne's album. I said, why are you looking at reactions for Lil Wayne's album? She goes, I just wanted to see what the situation was, what the mess was. And she started laughing. I was like, all right, cool, I'm just got to walk out because I can't deal with this. I literally can't deal with it. That album was terrible, bro. Terrible. I'm glad he's rehashing it for years, but that album was terrible.
Yeah. Sneakers. Let's
talk about sneakers. 55 minutes in and we're not even talking about sneakers. Let's get into our main topics, bro. God.
Yeah. First quick strike. I'm not a fan of either of these people. Despite how we may have spoken about Shoe Surgeon last week, if y'all know us, y'all would have heard a little bit of sarcasm in the commentary about him doing the whatever we Gucci.
Yep.
But now another person that I'm not really a fan of, 2J's of Urban Necessity, supposedly of Urban Necessity, is now coming out against Shoe Surgeon and his team and his company, alleging that he was played out of ownership of Urban Necessity after doing a deal with Shoe Surgeon and his business partners. I'm going to play a little bit of what 2J's had to say. Y'all can listen to it if y'all ain't seen it. Y'all probably saw it. It's big news in the sneaker culture, but I'm gonna let him. Go ahead.
Go and check out 2J's Instagram page. He's put the whole video there. Me and Cube listen to this, but let Cube play this.
Yeah, it's real long, so I'm only gonna play a little bit just to let y'all hear his voice and where he coming from for real.
All right, guys. I know that one of the last posts that you guys saw from me was me acknowledging some of the concerns that you guys have done a great job of addressing over social media. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys that has either sent it to me in a DM, a text, called me about this and let me know some of the concerns that are regarding Urban Necessities. So in this video that I'm posting, I want to kind of explain and advise what I think needs to happen, and then the action that I will be taking to try to help. Right? So it starts January, February of 2022. As you guys may or may not know, my wife is diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, which at the time is very concerning to us. It still is, and something that we're currently still battling with. Joni she's my right hand. She, as you may or may not know, has been everything that I haven't been able to be for the brand in its first, 8-9 years of the brand that we were a part of the brand. May 2022, I go to a sneaker con and I meet a group of people that represent a company called Shoe Surgeon. I meet Dominic, aka the Shoe Surgeon, and shortly after that, days later, I meet Dallas and Bimbo, who is his business partner and operator in Surgeon Worldwide.
Okay. I think that's all we need to hear. Because he goes on to, again, y'all can go watch it for yourself. He got it posted on his page on IG. 2J's Kicks, spelled TWOJS Kicks. Him, Shoe Surgeon, and his team entered into or had a verbal agreement up until the end of 22. At the beginning of 23, they signed paper that 2J's obviously didn't review well enough, and he entered into what he pretty much is calling the worst deal that he could have took at the time, where he's alleging that Surgeon Worldwide, the company, took out loans that they didn't pay. They opened accounts, consignment accounts at Urban Necessities stores, and sold product under these accounts that they never paid out. They fudged numbers, income numbers. He's alleging that they fudged. Spending numbers that they fudged. And I'm thinking, he didn't mention it. He did mention a bunch of bad business practices. He didn't get too specific when he got into that part of it, but I imagine the whole
Not paying
selling
consignments.
fakes, selling fakes controversy probably had something to do. Because if I'm thinking about the timeline, 2022, his wife gets diagnosed with cancer. She is, I'm guessing, the more business savvy part of the business.
Yeah.
He is the more front-facing cultural side of the business. She gets sick, so she can't do as much because she's sick. He can't do as much because he's trying to take care of her. The business as a whole is suffering. Employees running amok. Controversies happening. I need somebody to come in and help me out. Here goes Shoe Surgeon and his partners. They start doing funny business.
Yeah. Also, what he does say in the video is that in the last couple of years, he was made an employee rather than an owner in terms of like basically Urban Necessities.
No, he said he was still an owner, but he didn't have any like. He couldn't make any actions, pretty much.
Yeah, so he became more like a employee, and they terminated his employment after I think in 2024, and he's had nothing to do with them. But now he's coming back because of the controversy. What he does claim, what 2J Kicks does claim, is that he wants to pay off all the consignments that were sold, and if the numbers are correct, he's gonna sell off some of his liquidate some of his assets to pay off these consignments. Which if it's good, I think that's the best thing to do. But he's not willing to take on any of the debts that the actual Shoe Surgeon company or Shoe Surgeon worldwide has put onto the business, because that he doesn't believe those figures because they're inflated. I thought from looking at the video, because I've only seen one side of the story at this moment in time, I do feel sorry for 2J Kicks and what he's kind of been through. And if the claims are true, then I do believe the Shoe Surgeon is an absolute culture vulture, bro. That's my opinion.
Yeah, Shoe Surgeon looking real trash right now. His track record has already been questionable for different reasons. I've been off him for a while, especially after last week. I felt like, all right, he gone. We done with him now.
You know what the worst thing, and ironically for he bloody pops up this week, but you know what the worst thing is in somebody's time of need, you throw greed into the situation, and then you take over, you kind of manipulate to take over the business to look after the assets, and if the claims are true, let's just say these are claims at this moment and these are allegations that 2J's is thrown towards Shoe Surgeon, and he claims to have the receipts. He claims to have the receipts. But if the claims are true, then in a person's time of need, you really came up and effed the situation up because you wanted to manipulate, to provoke, to be more of a person that liquidates a company, because that's what you're doing to Urban Necessities. Now, let's be honest, Urban Necessities as a business has no credibility right this moment in time. Has no credibility because last week I didn't bring it up. Last week there were people talking about how consignments weren't being paid by Urban Necessities because the people that were selling sneakers, people were telling other people to take your consignments out of Urban Necessities because they weren't paying the consignment. The people that put in their sneakers in Urban Necessities. That was coming out last week. This week we get the full story. Right, or part of the half of the story because Shoe Surgeon hasn't come out and said anything. We'll probably all come out and say something in a due course. But Urban Necessities has no credibility at this moment in time. So you came in and you messed up the whole situation. You took advantage of a person, if the claims are true, in their time of need. That's a horrible human being, bro.
Especially if he knew. If he knew that 2J's was going through all this, him and his wife was going through all this. This is the nastiest of work. Like it don't get no worse than this. Like taking them folks for a ride for all these years, shutting him out of a business that he built, and it's been 2J's ain't said a word. We've been killing him. I know myself personally. I started in on him, but then for the most part, I kind of just ignored him. I stopped following Urban Necessities on social media, but I still followed him personally. And I would see him popping up, at the sneaker cons and buying all this stuff. But I never thought to go any further than what I saw. To mention him every now and then. We done showed him a few times on the pod, not nothing too crazy or too frequent at all. But just a little funny stuff here and there where he'll pop up and say something or do something that sparked our interest. But for all this to be going on and for him to just stay quiet and let everything play out in the background, and for Shoe Surgeon to be out here so front facing and doing these big deals, and meanwhile 2J's over here with his wife.
They're taking heat. But no, bro. But the thing is, his name was because right this moment in time, I'll be honest, I never knew that Shoe Surgeon deal existed with the Urban Necessities, right? Everybody was dragging 2J's for his business practices.
Yeah. And then he didn't have nothing to do with it the whole time? They wouldn't let him have anything to do with it? That's crazy. Fuck Shoe Surgeon. If this is true, if this is true, fuck him.
Yeah. Definitely. Like I'm be honest. Like I'm still saying this. If the claims are true and it comes out that is true, right? You're a horrible human being. You're a horrible human being in a person's time of need when they were actually when we talk about community and when we talk about respecting other human beings. You knew if you knew that 2J's missus had cancer. And you swooped in like a vulture. That's why I called you a culture vulture. If the allegations are true, you came in like a vulture and racked up debts and all of that stuff on their businesses. If the claims are true, and you're now letting 2J Kicks take all the heat, bro. That's a horrible human being, bro. Horrible.
Then you want to get up here with Gucci and take pictures with Kyle Kuzma, looking like a bag of fun, a whole bag of fun. That's what he is, bro. He's the funnest guy. Bruh, I bet you he the life of the party. He is the life of the party. He everybody's best friend when it's happening. When the spirits is flowing, I guarantee he the life of the party, and he gonna last to the end too. He gonna be the first one to sneak out after all the dirty deeds go down. Nasty bastard.
Yeah. If the allegations are true, and let's just see how that materializes, right? Because something did materialize this week. Let's go to the next one, bro.
Sitting up there holding hands with Kyle Kuzma like you innocent. It's a whole scumbag. Next quick strike, man.
Got reverted back onto the Sue surgeon again.
Oh, him again.
Because this, because this week, we had more of the Sue surgeon, and it was this, bro. Nike has officially settled with the Sue surgeon has officially settled with Nike about his customs, the boundaries on his customs, and I'm gonna read this. The key points of this, because I've made some notes of this. The key points for this case at this moment in time is this, right? So in June 2024, Nike sued Dominic Chabrone, right, aka the Sue surgeon.
Chabrone.
Jabroni, yeah. I heard somebody else already said that. Which is and SRGN Studios in New York Federal Court.
Yeah, Chabroni.
Chabroni, yeah. Claiming that claiming that the trademark there was trademark infringements, counterfeiting is the main one. Listen to that, bro. False designation of origin, which means UAs, bro. Right.
Hold on. What?
Right.
False designation of origin.
Yeah. Right. And unfair competition and trademark dilution. That was Nike's accusations, right? Basically, they said that the Sue surgeon built a retail empire around unauthorized Nike IP extensively using iconic silhouettes like the Air Jordan 1, Air Force 1, Air Jordan 3 and 4. Allegations included making counterfeits, confusing affiliation, mass sales of customs, and operating a customization academy that taught infringing methods. That's the allegation. The Sue surgeon had his defense. He argued that the customs are one-off pieces. The defense claimed that Nike used his expertise in launching Nike by You. That's what the Sue surgeon claimed. And he also filed account claims saying for unjust enrichment, defamation, and sought to challenge Nike's trademark. So the court was settled. The case was settled on the 19th and 20th, which is today. Of recording on 2025, the court resolved the case was resolved confidentially, so no, it didn't go to full trial. Financial terms remain undisclosed, so the shoe surgeon paid Nike an undisclosed fee, and the settlement included mutual release of Nike claims. Basically, the post statement basically said that Nike is now put an injunction on the Sue surgeon, saying the permanent injunction: the Sue surgeon cannot produce or sell products using Nike trademarks or marks that cause customer confusion. One-off customs are allowed, but only under strict conditions. Look, here these conditions. Must be true one-of-one pieces using authentic Nike sneakers. You hear that, bro? You hear that? Yeah. So this ties back. This literally ties back into what we just talked about, Urban Necessities, and the situation where he may be selling fakes. Right? Listen to that. Right. The condition number 2 must include a clear disclaimer that Nike is not affiliated. Right. Number 3 must be for personal or non-commercial use only.
It's over.
Yeah. Any breach, mass producing customs or infringing a Nike IPs could trigger Nike's rights to additional legal action, including fees.
It's over. So
this adds more volume to what 2J Kicks was saying.
Just tell me when it's my turn.
Your turn, bro.
Hold on, let me pop one.
It's about to go down, bro. He's about to go down, guys.
Hold on. Let me pull up real quick. Just want to get myself together before I go in on this clown again. Clown behavior. That's what what TJ just explained to y'all. So, this dude, Dominic Shabroni. He been selling y'all fakes. And what he been doing? The whole time. I've been wondering about some of them outsoles on some of them colorways. I ain't say nothing. I ain't never say nothing because I'm like, he a super duper, break it down, put it back together, different materials and blah, blah, blah. He one of them, you know what I'm saying? Like super high level, cobbler level. He got the last and all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he buying, what is he buying?
You know what?
What
I
is he
always
buying?
wondered. No, you know what I always wondered. Nike don't sell outsoles, so where was he getting his outsoles? See what I'm saying?
Either he buying retail or he buying he buying them he buying them he buying them he buying he buying them he over there buying them. Nike didn't make that color. He over there buying them Jordan and with them. Jordan.
I always wondered. He buying
them. Why they cost $150 if in the store they cost $200? That's what he buying.
So for all of the celebrities and all the people that bought his shoes, you wearing fufus. You wearing fufus.
Hold on. Now
technically, you could be.
Technically, they already foo.
Yeah.
Because technically, custom is foo. Is it not?
Yeah. Depends on the authentication of the sneaker.
Wait, no. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the colorway. Because custom is to make alterations, which is foo, because it's not retail. In that sense, it didn't come out in the store. You can't go buy these. That is foo. It's faux, is UA. In a sense.
Yeah.
But there are levels. Custom is the highest level of foo. If you're customizing an authentic retail product. If you're customizing foo, it's double foo. So shoe surgeon is double foo. That's why he got to pay Nike. It's double foo, bro. It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
You buying the foo-foos, the UAs, the reps, fake sneakers. By definition.
Yeah.
And then you customizing that. How diabolical is it to break apart and rebuild a rep?
If you and change the materials on it, you know what the thing is? He actually thought that he was going to get caught out. He actually thought that if he
$1,500
for a rep, bro, for a rep.
That's the same thing as buying a fake Travis Scott from a fake reseller. It's the same. They came from Ling Ling anyway.
Yeah.
No offense, by the way.
That's diabolical, bro. Like he really thought you could break down the sneaker, and then if once you broke down the sneaker, Nike would not even know that he's actually kind of got a UAs and fixing up UAs to make them look like authentic sneakers and selling them to people. Like, bro, the guy's a diabolical sneaker villain, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
He probably thought that was the loophole.
Yeah.
I bet you he thought that was the loophole because they not authentic. He can do what he want to do and get away with it.
And then he was claiming they were actually Jordan 1s or Air Force 1s or Jordan 3s or Jordan 4s.
It backfired on him, so he had to flip the script.
And this is why Nike claims that you make sure that if it's a 1 of 1, it's legitimately a Nike product. That's why that court case specifically says, and the conditions on that court case says, yeah.
You got to have a record of the purchase.
Yep.
And it has to be for personal use, which means he can only do commissions. And he cannot make the same thing twice.
Twice, yeah, exactly. Like he can't have a full-size run of the sneaker on his bloody website saying that you can buy it for $1,500. Yeah. That's the one, bro. Oh, damn it. Yo, I'm believing 2J Kicks at this moment in time, if I'm honest. After that, yo,
we got him.
A word of advice for you guys. A word of advice to anybody that's listening to this podcast. Money ain't just a piece of paper. It ain't worth nothing, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying to you. Your reputation and your word is more valuable than anything else in this world, right? Live by it, die by it, and always be proud by it. Greed always comes before a downfall. And we just learned that today. Just remember that.
Oh, no. We ain't done learning yet. Next quick strike.
Oh, no. By the way, before we move into next quick strike, I just copped the Bel Air 5s for E. So now we need to my pair tomorrow.
Grape.
You know, Grape 5s. That's the one. Grape 5s. E, I got your pair. That's it.
Yeah, I got to pick up for 99 in the morning too. So double assist. They go with the double foot.
Double assist. Real sneakers.
Definitely. I'm picking up from the store, the retail store, for retail price and tax.
Oh, by the way, I totally forget to mention this in the start of the podcast.
Oh my God. Okay.
I picked up the Amma Meunier, Amma Meunier 3. Amma Meunier 3. So I don't know why I forgot the name. Amma Meunier 3, for the love of the people. I picked that up. They restocked on Foot Patrol this week, and I was able to pick it up. They only had like a size 9, 10, no, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, and they sold quite quickly. And shout out to the bro, sent me the link. I instantly caught, bro. Like, I needed that pair. Definitely needed that pair.
I thought you already had it. Oh no, that's the PSG 3s.
Yeah.
My bad.
Next looks like
the fattest of Joes.
Oh.
The
More cool cases.
The Juan Cartagena. Mr. Scheme Back himself. You see what I did there? That was good.
Yeah, that was
good. He in a bunch of trouble. I don't want to talk about the one trouble he in, because if that's true, he going down anyway.
Yeah.
But as far as sneakers is concerned, y'all just Google Fat Joe. You'll see the other news. You ain't gonna see the news I'm talking about, because yeah. But his sneaker store up NYC has been mentioned also in his troubles for none other than, drum roll please, counterfeiting, reselling, fraud, credit card fraud, and a whole bunch of other stuff. They've been reselling early pairs under the table. They've been allowing people to use credit cards that the ID don't match, which is fraud. Even if you go outside with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your wife or your husband credit card and somebody lets you use it without checking your ID, that's fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's allowing scammers in his place of business. And he got bodies. He got bodies at other retailers selling out the back door to him or to his store for a resale gain. It's nasty. Lump him on in. Lump him in, pack him up. Lump him in with Dominic, and pack him up. That's what I say.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Is it the week of the super culture vultures or something?
Bro, it's all hitting the fan, man. It's all hitting the fan at the same, and then it don't make it no better. Cause we already talked about Jim Jones. He jumped outside on Fat Joe and Jadakiss's podcast. Jadakiss is also a well-known sneakerhead. It's too much, man. And I believe. Oh yeah, Jim Jones. He owned GBNY.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Jadakiss got a sneaker store or not. I think he does, or he got partnership in another sneaker store, possibly GBNY. So like all these controversies tying in with each other. Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and Jim Jones sitting on the podcast talking reckless about hip hop stuff. Then Fat Joe in this controversy in the sneaker space and in another space, a more significant space. And at the same time, shoe surgeon over here pulling stunts with Gucci while he owe 2 J's and Nike at the same time.
you know what the claim is that he's gonna pay off the money to Nike by using some of the Urban Necessity money. That's the claim as well, bro. That's been going around with Sue Surgeon as well at the moment in time. So like bro, like it is definitely the week of supervillains, bro. It is definitely the week of supervillains. All the people that you idolized, yeah. There's some shady business out there. All the people you idolized. That's crazy. No. Honest conversation. This is honest conversation, right? If your favorite person, a favorite rapper, or favorite whatever shoe person, and you loved them and you idolized them. No, I'm not talking me and you because we don't idolize anybody else except for our collection, right? Let's be honest, right? And they were found out to be selling UAs and fakes with credit card frauds. Are you questioning their rotation?
Nah, you got to take it further than that because you are talking to me.
Okay,
I didn't cut off a bunch of people already. I cut off Snoop. Mm-hmm. I cut off who else? Somebody else. I cut off R. Kelly with his whole thing. Everybody got something weird or wacky going on. For the most part, I cut them off. A little small stuff, here and there, I can let pass. I just chalk it up to being famous, but because people we deal with people in our everyday lives who do questionable things, and we stay in contact with them. So we can't look at what a celebrity does all the time and judge them on that. But I cut people, I cut people all left and right.
Mm-hmm.
You do something too much that I don't like or something that I consider egregious or just a no-go, yeah, I shut it all the way down.
I agree with you on that, but are you questioning the rotation? The sneaker rotation.
You talking about on the sneaker side? Sure. Of course. Like, I mean, that's bro, people question us. And we ain't famous like that. Like, we ain't famous as we want to be. As far as our aspirations for the pod. And early in my YouTube reviews, people was calling my stuff fake. You know how they do, jumping and coming out here. And you be ready to crash out, jump out the window. You be ready to risk everything because this one person said, "Hey, bro, where your page at?" That's why I started learning how to respond with sarcasm and you know, I remember I go look, especially on YouTube. You leave a negative comment and you ain't made one video. Where your videos at? Where your videos at? What's your Instagram?
The funny thing
send me your Instagram, please.
The funny thing I remembered with you was the pollens. Like, you got questioned about the pollens, right? Because you got that a week early, you got that a month early. Was that a month?
Yeah, I got it from
something
Rick.
Like that. Yeah, you got it from Rick, and they were like, "Oh, your shoelace back, your shoelace tied correctly." Yeah, all of that stuff. But they should be in a bag, bro. Like, it was that.
It was the electro orange. The electro orange is where they first started dropping Jordan 1s with the shoelaces differently in the bag. I showed that because I had the electro orange early too, from Rick. I showed that early. Then I had the pollens early. As a matter of fact, that was around the same. I think them might have been back to back, or somewhere close to each other. Yeah, bro. I don't care. But people, somebody said the K54 5s was fake. Like, all right, bro. They don't even fake Jordan 5s like that. What are you talking? When go look at one of these YouTubers who do, or Instagrammers or TikTokers or whatever you social media, Twitter people. They do the videos about going and look at the fakes. They ain't no 5s in there.
No.
If they is, they off-white. They not running. Man, these bootleggers ain't running around out here faking 5s like that all the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
Y'all don't even know what the K54 5 was when I dropped that video, man. What are y'all talking about? Ain't nobody even did videos on that shoe like that. It didn't even come out in the U.S. It might have been 5 people who had a video, and I was one of them. And another thing, y'all be seeing the stuff. Y'all see the posts and y'all see the videos, and when I get in person with y'all make a comment to my face about seeing my stuff on social media, but I didn't see you hit the like button or leave no comment on the post. But you seen it. You told me you seen it, and you didn't hit the button. You ain't hit none of the buttons. I don't respect it, bro. That's real talk. I do not respect it. Do it again, and I'm gonna chomp you off. Acknowledge me again in real life, and you didn't acknowledge me on social media. You acknowledged me in real life about something I did on social media, and you didn't hit the proper buttons. It's gonna be a different conversation. I'm telling you, bro. It's 2 of y'all. We had the conversation together, the 3 of us, and I know y'all don't watch, so it don't matter. But that go for everybody else too.
Yeah. Yo, bro, it's scandalous.
Y'all fake. Stop being fake supportive, man. It don't cost nothing to hit the button on social media. You scrolling anyway. They gonna hit the button on somebody's shit you don't even know. You see me every day, man.
Woo! That got heated. Yeah, I agree with you. Yo, bro, I had the same thing. People claiming I got a sneaker a week early or maybe even a month early than the guys in the States, because some release dates are all staggered. And he's like, "Your sneakers are fake." I know they're fake. Like, what do you mean you're fake? Like, oh, you got them like really early. I said, well, they released in the UK like month before you guys. Really? Yeah. I got them from Swiss store. Really? Yeah. Like, they jump out the window and tell you like your sneakers are fake because you got them too early. Like, what?
Haters, suckers and squares. Next quick strike, man. Let's talk about something good. We been going in the whole part. It's about time we talk about something good.
Yeah. All right, cool. You got this?
I mean, listen, my brother TJ brought this up, but we were going to talk about it one way or another. I mean, it's your topic, but I'm going to take over because
there you go. There you
We
go, bro.
bike.
There you go. There you go. I shared it. I shared it already. There you go, bro.
We bike.
We bike.
Year. Latest collection. Every summer tells a story. That's the name of the collection. We got us a triple Y Air Force One.
Yeah.
In the year signature style, the double stitching, the puffy lines. Iluki goo. Iluki goo. Shout out to Anish. Anish, we back.
Oh, by the way, let me say one thing before you continue.
Talk to him.
I remember you double backed, crossed over, laid back, and hooped, right? Because I'm gonna say this for one, we were expecting the Jordan 5 year.
It's coming too.
I know it's coming. We were expecting it in June time. What did they do, bro? That nope. You're getting this instead. He's crazy.
How about it?
And you haven't even mentioned the Air Max 95, bro.
I ain't even mentioned the Air Max 95. The very same Air Max 95, TJ, that we saw a year ago. And we said, is this what we getting? And then we seen the one that we got.
Yeah.
And we was like, oh, no. That must be a friends and family. That must be a sample. That must be something exclusive. We ain't gonna see it. Is that the hand wash code? No, that ain't the hand wash code. The hand wash code was black and green and gray and blue.
Yeah.
It's the one. It's the first one we seen
This
over a year ago.
This could be one of the hardest ones, bro.
And it's a small bubble. That's how you know it's been there.
Yeah. And also, that gives us more reinforcement to maybe that white variation of the Jordan 4 might be coming out. Because I reckon that exists. I reckon that exists, bro. Because this Air Max 95, that Air Max 95 looks very similar to that Jordan 4, bro.
No comment. Hey,
And
don't talk to me about these my year shoes.
It's released.
Don't talk.
Releases on the. Let me just break down the story a bit, right? Because basically,
it's the day. It's yesterday. The release was yesterday in the U.S. If y'all listening to this pod, watching this pod, check the date. The release was yesterday. I already got mine. Trust me.
And the actual release, the draw happens on the 27th. So you still got some time.
I already. Let's quit straight.
Oh no! Let me just explain the story a bit, because basically, like Q said, this is every summer tells a story, and it's a tribute to the summer traditions in Black culture, which begins with Act 1, The Block, featuring. It's like a movie, bro. Featuring the Air Force One and the Air Max 95. So what's Act 2, bro? What's Act 2?
Let's quit strike. We know we got 6s and 5s and a whole bunch of stuff coming. So
yeah.
All right,
That's gonna be crazy.
D Wade, aka Dwayne Wade, and D Low, aka D'Angelo Russell, have combined powers to invest in the Kicks crew, the sneaker platform. I've known about Kicks crew for a long time. More of, less about, because it's a resale platform. From what I know, resale and news is what I always see from Kicks Crew, and I have better outlets to get news from. So I never really paid that much attention to Kicks Crew. However, D Wade, we know he got the big. D Wade is kneeling, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, if kneeling dropping something, Dwayne Wade somewhere close by because he got all the money and he got a lot of control over there. But shout out D Wade, by the way. Arguably the second best, probably in most people's mind, third best shooting guard in basketball history behind Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. But that's a different conversation. He got a shoe with D'Angelo Russell collaboration. D'Lo's first signature sneaker. Shout out to that. D'Angelo Russell been getting buckets in the NBA for a long time. So he is deserving of a signature sneaker the way signature sneakers go in basketball nowadays. Your third or fourth best player could have his own shoe with his name on it. So he might be the only person wearing it, but he could have it and he can have the contract. So shout out to D Wade. He's a legend. He is now giving sneakers to other players. That's something to be said for me. This is a Kicks Crew collab that they dropping at Fanatics Day. Fanatics Day is a festival put on by Fanatics, the sports retailer. Y'all know Fanatics. What's his name? Mike Rubin. The white party dude who known for getting celebrities in trouble at his parties and shit. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to D Wade and D-Lo for coming together. The D's, if you will, coming together.
Well, you mean the double D's?
Collaboration. Double D's.
Yeah,
the double D's.
Yeah, beautiful
they dropping,
double D's.
They
Bro.
They dropping this Way of Wade Kicks Crew Way of Wade D-Lo 1 Royal Blue Skies at Fanatics Festival. Is only 300 pairs of this colorway. And there's going to be some other colorways, exclusive colorways of Way of Wade sneakers at Fanatics Festival, Fanatics Fest. So shout out to everybody that's going to be there and people who interested in this release. Shout out to D Wade and D-Lo.
It does look great, to be honest. Like I think that's a good step for like sports stars and stuff like that, in managing your money and trying to invest in stuff. And I think it's good to, if you got like real estate in footwear, to go and invest in footwear. It's important to stay out of dodgy business like we just seen, like we just talked about. But the double D's are doing it, definitely, bro. It's just good to see that they're doing some investments. Yeah,
I just hope they move smart in this, and I hope it's beneficial for them. Most of all, they're not the only athletes to invest in Kicks Crew, but I think they are probably the biggest investors so far. So
you know what I definitely like, and we talked about, like, in the 90s there's been a massive transition. I feel like there's been a massive transition with like our athletes that weren't good with their money, because obviously there was a big thing about how athletes retire from sports and all of a sudden they have no money, right? And now it's become more of a tradition and an education for athletes to learn how to manage their money post retirement. And what I do love, and the prime example I do use, is Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq is just awesome with what he's done, what he started, how he's helped the communities, and now how he's moved with AI onto Reebok to do what they're doing. And I'm telling you, bro, Reebok are manufacturing stuff. We've been talking about this situation for a good 2 years, and to see it to flourish in our eyes at this moment in in time and what they're doing and what we say they should be doing and what they're kind of transitioning into is beautiful to see, because right this moment in time, bro, like how many times do we say stuff on the pod and it kind of flourishes in our faces and we're like, we told you guys. And like I do believe when Reebok paired up with AI and Shaq, I can see them developing. Like I said initially, over the next 5 years, this was like 2 years ago, they are going to develop something that's going to be very competitive in the sporting range. And already from that factor, bro, they've taken over the women's NBA. They've started to do something within wrestling as well, in terms of AWE. Bro, they're doing stuff. Just, I'm telling you guys, keep watching what Reebok are doing, because they're starting to set some examples, and Shaq and Allen Iverson are doing something in Reebok that we are going to be looking in the next couple of years and thinking, wow, we never saw that coming, but we saw it coming. 100% we saw it coming.
We ain't talking about Reebok, man. We're talking about Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, no, this is why money management is good. This is why I believe athletes should be investing.
AI is lower on the top shooting guards of all time list than Dwayne Wade. Okay, Shaq is arguably at the top of the big man list, but we ain't talking about them. We talking about Dwayne Wade and D'Angelo Russell, and we celebrating them. You ain't even hit a round of applause for these folks. See what type of podcaster you is.
I just did.
Nah, you biased. No, you biased.
I'm not. No, but
you like Allen Iverson more than you like Dwayne Wade. That's what this is. You got AI higher on your shooting guard list than you got Dwayne Wade. Is that what it is?
No.
That's what it is.
Honestly, I was talking about more money management. I would like to see, and the reason why I give Shaq as the example, because this is what we should see from athletes coming out of sporting, from retirement, is to see them invest, and to see them build, and to see them develop. And this is what I love. I want to see that arc for a lot more athletes than just Shaq and and Jordan and all of that stuff. I want to see.
You ain't have to bring them up though. That's what we're talking about.
Saying.
Talking about more athletes. Don't bring up the other folks.
I'm just saying it's
anyway,
beautiful.
It's Wade, D'Lo, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, Jamal Sheed. I think it's Shed. Cam Thomas.
It could be
all
Sheed.
Invested in Kicks crew. So. Yeah, shout out to all them guys. They all got titles too. Most of which are just investor and athlete, but a couple of them got some other titles. Kyrie is the chief community officer, which is so Kyrie Irving to be the community officer or something. So, yeah, Kyrie outside with the peoples, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Hopefully, it's a good thing for everybody involved.
Talking about legacies, should go last question.
Next quick strike.
Talking about legacies, so Nike warned you. Nike told you, and Nike is doing it now, which is a prime example of what we're going to look at today, which is Nike's opening up the Kobe Vault. You guys wanted Kobe's. You guys were all saying 2 years ago, we need more Kobe's. The ballers were saying, we need more Kobe's. Nike listened. So, there you go, guys. Nike has now, if you go to the sneakers app, Nike's showcasing that they're going to go back and bring more Kobe's back. They're opening up the vault for all the classics. So there's no more saying we need more Kobe's. Go and cop the pairs. Don't let these pairs sit. Because we know Kobe's don't sit. But I'm just saying, Kobe's are coming back. Kobe fans and the ballers will be more than happy with all these sneakers releasing. What's your thoughts, bro?
I want new things. I like old stuff. We all like old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At least most of us like old stuff. But I want new stuff too. I want new materials. I want new colorways. I want new concepts.
Yep.
I want new collaborations, especially on the collaboration front when it comes to Kobe. I want more DeMar DeRozan colorways. I want more Jalen Brunson colorways after we get this first one, because this first one is hard. That teal that he chose to go with is for his first colorway is ridiculous. That's a stupid Kobe. That I want other Nike athletes who primarily wear Kobe's, who probably won't get a signature sneaker, to at least get some
A
colorways.
Kobe colorway. Yeah.
And I want to see some boutique collaborations. I want to see some. Hell. I almost want to say I want to see some retailer collaborations, because we don't see too many of those anymore. But the landscape is so different now. I don't know what that'll look like.
You know what I want to see? Mention. Right. I want to see stuff like this. This is Kyrie free Mamba mentality. Not actually a Kobe sneaker, but what you're alluding to is what this kind of sneaker brought into, because obviously the Mamba mentality from Kobe coming into a Kyrie free. If they don't have signature sneakers, bring the colorways, bro. Because this is one magnificent sneaker that I always wanted, but I still haven't got that in my rotation. Like that. This is what you. I know they don't make sense, but the concept of what you're saying, bringing a colorway onto a Kobe, being some inspiration of you as an athlete onto a Kobe, even though this is a Kyrie free, is what you're trying to hint at. And I know that this is not exactly what we talked about, but I exactly understand the concept that you're saying. See what I'm saying?
No.
What do you mean?
What I said has already happened a few times.
Yeah.
Is what PJ Tucker has done with existing silhouettes. Is what DeMar DeRozan got a Kobe colorway. Jalen Brunson has a Kobe colorway coming. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So players creating colorways on the existing silhouette if they're not gonna have their own silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ja got his own silhouette, so he don't need to do nothing with nobody else's shoe. LeBron do his Dion stuff, and Durant does his colorways off based on older sneakers. And same thing with Book, he with all the themes and stuff like that. I'm saying for players who are signed with Nike who exclusively wear Kobe sneakers to have their own colorways of their favorite Kobe sneaker.
But wouldn't you want a LeBron Kobe colorway on a LeBron sneaker? Okay, cool.
That's fine, but that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just Kobe shoes. I'm talking about
non-signature athletes having Kobe colorway. Yeah. Non-signature athletes having Kobe specialized colorways. Yeah.
Yeah, sponsored, endorsed athletes. Because all Jalen Brunson wears Kobe 6s. So Jalen Brunson gets a colorway. All DeMar DeRozan wear is Kobe 6. DeMar DeRozan went from Jordan 10s exclusively. All he wore was Jordan 10s. And then he something happened negative in the game, and he switched from Jordans to Kobe's, and it was versus Kobe. Actually, I think he had a bad game against Kobe. Kobe said something about the tens, and then DeRozan started wearing Kobe's, and he's been wearing Kobe's ever since. DeMar DeRozan should, in my opinion, should have more than one Kobe colorway. To this point, he only has one, and it came out over a year ago. I believe I know it was at least a year since that sneaker dropped. So, like Brunson get these Kobe dudes, Kobe colorways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
DeRozan should have at least 2 a year. If they drop 8, 9, 10 Kobe's in a year, let DeRozan do a couple. Let Jalen Brunson do a couple. Let some of these other dudes who are prominent players who don't have a signature sneaker who wear Kobe's do Kobe's. And let some of these boutiques get a hold to it. Yeah.
You mean this year? Yeah. The silver one. This the Kobe 5 Pro DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, Joe, bro, that's a fantastic idea, and I hope Nike kind of listen to that and start doing more. But especially if they're opening up the vault, and we've seen a lot more. We've seen the Grinches, reverse Grinches. We've seen a lot more colorways come out. I feel like just specialized colorways would be good if they came out, but the idea you have is perfect because it means that it gives athletes that love and adore Kobe's the option to actually go and do Kobe's and to go and put their flair on a Kobe and rock it on the court and make it special for them because it kind of gives them an incentive to do that, especially if they haven't got a signature sneaker as well.
It's kind of like I was saying about what it really makes me think of is like what I was saying about colorways now. Like, I don't have a problem with the Nigels, the brick by brick being limited. I don't have an issue with the new Union colorway being limited. Like, we have to progress the Grail book. Like, we can't just sit on the same Grails that we've been sitting on for 15, 20 years. Like, the Galaxy foam, it's been a Grail for 20 years. Like, what's the next Grail? We gonna still, 10 years from now, we gonna still want Galaxy foams? So, you've been a sneakerhead for 35, 40 years, and you still talking about the same damn shoe from the early 2000s. That what we doing? No.
I think
we need new Grails.
I think you were right when a couple of weeks back saying you said this already, and I'm going to repeat what you alluded to, which was we got the old Grails coming out. That's fine, but you're glad that we got sneakers that are more limited now because it's becoming new Grails for the future, which is like you just said, the brick by bricks. I would say this. I'll say this. The old Air Jordan 3, the first variation, is a Grail for a lot of people as well. When we saw the 2.0, that could be a future Grail for a lot of people that missed out on that.
Bro,
Stash is another one.
Stash and give us the same exact 2 shoes.
Did it?
Look, Cortez. People going in 10 years, 15 years, people going to be talking about the Cortez 95s.
Yep.
The green one and the blue one and the pink one. Maybe not so much the honey blacks, but them first 3, when they hit, the way they hit, during the time they hit, the sneakerheads who started collecting that year or year before or 2 years before, 3 years before, they going to talk about that sneaker the way somebody talking about the Galaxy phones right now, who bitter, who trying to gatekeep. You know what I'm saying?
But I think this has already been done because basically if you really think about it, let's put this into a thought process. I would say Grails that Grails within the 2010s onwards, you can have a look at possibly or definitely the actual off-whites. So I think a lot of people have Grails in that whole kind of collection. You could see the Travises, the original Mocha 1 Travis. That's a Grail for a lot of people that didn't copy it originally. There's still, I think, if you look at it from 2010 onwards, there is a lot of sneakers that are Grails and are really, really hard to get. Then the next 10 to 15 years, when Nike look back and said, that Travis, that's a good one to release again.
It ain't what Nike looking at though. I'm talking about the people, cause I don't want to hear nothing about no. I'm sick of hearing about Galaxy phones. It's over. It's over now,
bro.
You had it 20 years ago. So what? You had the original Tokyos. Guess who didn't? Majority of people who love sneakers.
Yeah.
So
The undefeated.
it's okay.
The undefeated force.
Look,
So yeah.
it's got a yellow toe now. So your precious sneaker from 20 years ago that you can't wear no more is safe.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
But bro, the yellow toe is a sample that never released. So is it more of a grill? Is it more of a grill?
Do it matter if you want the shoe?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Between me and you, it doesn't. Because we want the
Hell
Tokyos.
no.
Both of us. Yeah.
It don't matter, bro. Like that's what I be saying, bro. Like these folk be in their feelings about.
Oh yeah.
Man, watch out.
No.
Watch it. Move around. You the game that passed you by. Grow up.
Yeah.
If you done, be done and shut up about it.
Yeah. You know what? People like that like to suck the fun out of everything. They like to suck the fun out of people that want stuff. They like to suck the fun out of just enjoying life, let's just say. Because this salt has a way of manufacturing and you know their wounds and if you put salt in a wound it hurts. When there's new sneaker releases that they've got that they don't want nobody else to have, it cuts deep because now everybody's gonna get it, and that salt has to go somewhere. That overflow salt just kind of goes onto everybody else's plate, and then it comes on social media. Unfortunately, that's the part of the game. It's for us just to enjoy the sneaks, bro. That's all I say.
I don't give a damn because I'm gonna buy the Dion's, the Air Max 1000, and the weird shit in between.
Yeah.
Like, buy what you like, rock what you like, and shut up about it.
Yeah. That one right there. All right, let's go into our main. Let's go to the reason why we always come here, because it's fun.
You sure?
Yeah, let's go.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty! Welcome back to Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. This week we have got two cases on the docket. First case on the docket is none other than the person we'll be talking about, the wackest, the most weirdest person on this podcast, and it is the Sue Surgeon. I'm going to try and bring this person to the front of the queue because allegedly, Nike said he was selling UAs. Allegedly, he sold them for $1,500. Allegedly, he also kind of backstabbed 2J Kicks and took his business and put loads of debts onto it. If that's correct, it is what it is, and you are what you are, and I'm gonna call you a sneaker vulture because to me you're guilty until proven innocent. In this court case, you are guilty until proven innocent. I want to see the receipts. I want to see all the documentation that proves you innocent, because at the end of the day, there's been some shady business that you've been doing over the years. I thought you were a better person than that. I really thought you were the inspiration to the sneaker community. I thought you was the new wave. I thought you was going to do a lot of things. But no, in fact, apparently, you've been doing some shady business. And for that, you've been in court. And for that, I think you're a sneaker culture vulture. And you got anything to say about that, bro?
I knew he was a piece of shit when he made the Eggo shoes and the Cheeto shoes.
On that. Guilty! And the only thing I'm going to say on this is I hope karma catches you up. I hope it actually kind of ravages you. And I hope you actually pay for the repercussions that you put people through. That's all I'm going to say, because anything else isn't worth it. What you got to say? Anything else you want to add to that, bro?
Fuck the shoe surgeon.
Guilty! Alright, cool. Now I need to talk to all the social platforms, all the media platforms. It's about time that you stopped comparing shoes to shoes that are releasing. It's time that we forgot about the poor man's version of this and this and that, because this week we did see this rendition of the Jordan 4 Lakers coming out in 2026 apparently. You guys in the media platforms called it the Imperial Purple and started comparing it to the Jordan 4 Travis Scott that hasn't released. For one, we need to stop this stupid bad behavior, to stop comparing sneakers to other sneakers and let the sneakers live. We need to let them breathe, because this is now officially a Lakers colorway, right? This Jordan 4 could be a Lakers energy colorway. This is Frank Cooker's manifestation of a sneaker, and you're comparing it to a Travis Scott that hasn't released by Travis Scott. Leave that sneaker alone and let this breathe. And especially when you do batshit goofy stuff like this. They're calling the new Air Max 1 the animated Batman.
No, hell no. It's the same damn thing. No. I'm not finna let you get away with this shit, because you just sat there and called that 4 Lakers this and that, and then you gonna say this Air Max 1 ain't Batman because they try. It's the same thing. So if they trash for calling this Batman, they trash for calling that purple one Lakers, is all falsification. Beside the fact, these is mock-ups. We talking about 2026. What year is it? We ain't even in year 7. We ain't even officially halfway through this year, and we talking about some shit for the summer of next year, bruh.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. Guilty. Stop this stupid, foolish, goofy behavior, because you are literally shitting on sneakers that I haven't even released yet. What? Anything you want to add, bro?
This like the third Air Max we done seen that they trying to call Batman. Mm-hmm. And did that Air Max, did that black and yellow and gray Air Max 90 ever come out?
Yeah, it did. Yep.
Oh. It was the Batman, right?
Yep.
Oh, it was.
And nobody remembers it. This is some stupid, foolish behavior, bro. You just need to stop and let the sneaker breathe. There's no point sending a sneaker by associating it to Batman, Superman. There was this recent one that's been inspired by the Fantastic Four, the Invisible Woman variation. Bro, let's just stop it. Let the sneaker come out. Let the sneaker breathe. Let the sneaker do what it needs to do. And it will do what it needs to do.
I can shoot a little bit of bail on that Air Force One that they call an Invisible Woman, because there was an Invisible Woman theme Air Force One back in the day. But then you'll have to know the legitimacy of that. And I'm not the biggest Air Force One guy at all. So that's for y'all to investigate. But cap is cap.
Yeah.
Ain't no damn Batman sneaker. Ain't no damn Lakers sneaker.
Guilty, unless Nike come out and say it. Let's be honest. So stop making up names. Stop making up like the situation to sell a sneaker. Stop making up stupid, idiotic stuff comparisons, because we're looking at you right this moment in time, and your credibility is going down the pan. That's all I'm saying. Anything you want to add, bro?
If I see anybody call some black and yellow shoes the Batmans, there will be no further sneaker conversation.
And that's it, guys. Right, that's it. Guilty as charged, bro. Guilty as charged.
Sick of it. When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion. Look here, man. We on y'all ass. We see it. We see all these little games y'all playing out here. There's a whole, bruh. When the last time we had a week full of foolishness like this?
Bro, this week's been chaotic. Like, I'm gonna be honest. This week's definitely the outing. Like, it's the great outing. Like, let's just be honest. Like, every single thing you've respected about your celebrities, about this and that, they're getting outed. So all I'm gonna say is a piece of advice to anybody: make sure your conscience is clean, because it's getting outed if it's not. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man.
I'm good. I'm more than good.
Listen. Boy, a whistle, you hear me? You know how clean a whistle is? Go check.
Yeah. Sweet
That me.
whistle.
That me, boy. I'm straight, you hear me? I be
Straight. All right. Let's do some discounts, bro.
I got 2 discounts. First of all, it's a struggle for sneaker brands to get boots off if they're not really in that, like, heavy in that space, like that adventure sports space. The boots be looking real. Most of the time they end up just looking generic. But I tell you what, Asics that made some boots, man. I'm gonna put them in the Discord.
Yeah, put them in Discord. And guys, join the Discord. It's in the link. Literally, it's in the link. Go and join the Discord. We'll see you there. All right, next one.
Deion Sanders Jr. Nike DT Prime 92 Proto. They red. They red and black.
Oh,
And
I
they
saw
suede.
that.
And they got his logo on the back. I think they coming out.
Are they called it Nike GT Future Reds, yeah? Yeah. I saw that.
It's the proto silhouette though, with the swoosh on the side.
Yeah, Anish was all over that, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let me finish some discounts, bro. Nike's dropping some basically tech accessories, which include laptops and all the merch that's coming out this summer. Watch out for that if you are a Nike enthusiast and if you want them for your laptops and your kind of computer accessories. I told you, Nike's expanding. Nike expanding in more than sneakers. Definitely more than sneakers. Nike's also dropping a duffel bag. I must say, it's black and red. It's got 23 all over it. I showed it to the missus. She goes, "You got to get that." That's all I got told. That's all I got told.
Duffel bag?
Yeah, I'll send it to you later. New Balance protection pack is dropping on the 1st of July if you're interested in that. New Balance has definitely got another silhouette, which is the 204L silhouette, so that's coming out. You can look out for that. LV and Madrid have got a formal wear collaboration. Looks absolutely amazing. Go and check that out. And also we just mentioned that Nike's releasing like we mentioned last week, Nike's releasing the Brazilian jersey from 2024, which features Ronaldinho on the back. That's fire.
2004, right?
2004. Yeah, that's fire. Did I say 2024?
You said 24.
Yeah, I mean 2004. Sorry, I'm getting my dates mixed up. All right, cool. This one, I'm gonna say to Nike, you need to go and do stuff in the WWE because Dominic Mysterio Jr. is wearing custom Latino cheat Air Jordan 1 lows. These guys are getting custom.
In honor of Eddie Guerrero.
God bless his soul. Eddie Guerrero, one of the most fantastic wrestlers I've ever seen. Right, you guys, I'm telling you, these guys are making customs of your Jordans. Give them a bloody collaboration. Give them something. You need to move into that space quite quickly. That's all I'm saying. Air Jordan 12s are dropping this November the 8th. Watch out for that.
Who?
We just talked about the taxis. Sorry, did I say something? Air Jordan 12 taxis. Oh, sorry. I'm speeding through these. By the way, we're getting another P-Rod colorway. That's coming soon, guys. Watch out for that. Yeah. Nike's dropping another Air Max 1. We saw that with the animated Batman. Watch out for that if you're interested in that. That's not called a Batman. That's just the Air Max 1.
Gray, yellow, and white. And black.
Yeah, exactly. Nike's also turning Air Maxes into card holders. We've seen that trend a year or so ago. Nike's actually officially claiming it to be theirs now. So watch out for those. If you want card holders with Nike Air Maxes, they're about to drop them soon on your head. I saw something about the Air Jordan 1 self-expression. If you ain't sure, go and check that out. It seems to be a sneaker that you can maybe tear away, maybe kind of do what you did with the LA to Chais. Go and check that out. KD and PSG have launched an official collaboration partnership. It's coming out soon. Yeah. Air Force Ones, and they also got the jersey, and they also have they also have a varsity jacket as well. That looks fire. That looks absolutely fire.
Cool.
And basically, it looks like Nike we're starting to see pictures and Eric Costin actually skating the Air Force One, the Air Force One SBs. So we might be seeing something coming soon, possibly. You excited?
Nah.
Really?
I mean, I'm excited for Air Force One people and skaters, but I'm not excited for myself.
I wonder when we actually see the with the 95 SB. That's gonna be quite interesting.
Should be soon. Should be this year, fall. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, full time this year. Let's just see. Also, we've seen early pictures of the actual Black Cats. So that's rumored to be coming out in when was it actually? Black Friday.
Black Cat foes.
Yeah.
I'd rather see the Cyber Monday Force.
Ooh.
I mean, I could get Black Cats and put the white on the midsole, but
yeah. And last but not least, go and check out Danny Glover's Montclair collaboration. Go check that out.
Danny Glover, Montclair.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, go and check that out, guys. That's all the quick strikes. No, that's all the discounts for this week.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. It was about 19 of them. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 19.
I ain't see that much this week. I kind of had my head down, man. I had my nerves. Had my nerves on the line this week. Every week. It's getting on my nerves. So.
Yeah. But that was the show for this week, guys. It got personal, which is good. Sometimes you got to open up and have your say. And also, I must say, like, stop doing this bad behavior. Stop definitely with all anybody that's out there. Just move accordingly. Don't. Karma's a very massive thing in life, and if you know and if you didn't know, you get found out quite quickly. We're about to see what's going to happen with some of these people that actually been doing some bad behavior in the industry. It's not going to be good, because when you get caught out, which you will get caught out, you lose a lot of reputation. That's all I'm going to say.
Suckers and squares. Don't be
that
one.
That one.
Don't be a sucker. Don't be a square. Okay. Be the change you want to see in the world. Or just leave people alone. That'll work too.
Yeah. That works. That works perfectly fine. Like, yeah. I could say a lot more, but I'm not going to say anything more.
Yeah, man, it's over. Have a great day. Great week. A great month. Great year. We appreciate y'all. We always
Always do.
We also always want y'all to buy what y'all like and rock what y'all like. And don't believe the hype. Cause sneakers don't make you cool.
You make the sneakers cool.
Yes.
Remember that, guys. That's the main thing.
Yes. Like Marvel.
And it's sunny out.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's sunny outside. Make sure you're equipped right and you're hydrated. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the UK.
Yeah. Especially everywhere. Shit, it's hot out here. Global warming.
Yeah.
And make sure your sneakers clean, bro.
Yeah.
And don't wear. Make sure you wear sneakers with ventilation. Don't nobody want mud in their shoes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because then you got to do the whole deep clean thing. Unless you want wherever you keep your sneakers at to smell like a locker room. Don't nobody want locker room. It's summertime, bro. We got to be conscious, man.
Yeah.
Keep your feet shaded and
You got me
ventilated.
rethinking you got me rethinking what I should wear tomorrow because I was going to wear the Crimson Blisses.
They ventilated.
Okay. I'll stick with that then.
They ventilated. You know fire's ventilated, man, on both sides.
Yeah. The only reason I was going to wear that is
And the
because I know
tongue.
Cam loves. Yeah. And the Cam loves pink, innit? So I thought I should out for Cam.
Man, I ain't just... You're finna make me say something. Shout out to Cam.
Cool, bro. Shout out to Cam, bro. And on that note, peace out, guys. Peace.
Peace. Where's the button? There it is.